In this episode, we cover a lot of ground, including the liquidity of 30 to 50 million XRP on demand. Cash hold off until you hear this. The SEC is suing them for some absurd reason related to Ethereum's status as a security, and it appears that ETFs are beginning to get listed or at least receive pre-approval. It appears to be a BTFS. It doesn't make sense. We're just going to get right in because, in my opinion, there's a lot to discuss. Bitcoin is currently up at $63, 64.5% from the previous day, while Ethereum has increased to $3,287. 5.07% of USDT and USDC, both at their respective dollar pegs. Additionally, XRP has increased to 51 cents, or 8% of the total. With $2 trillion and $385 billion in cryptocurrency market capitalization, where do we go from here? We've noticed that's a difficult question to answer. Ethereum begins to establish itself. A few of these older ones have also begun to make an appearance. This is an intriguing time. I'm not sure what to make of it. Bitcoin is currently in a liquidity grabbing zone. I often tell people not to try to time the markets and get cute, but that's precisely what I've been doing, and I need to stop. Will we stay here and take advantage of the liquidity, or will it make its next big move up? I informed you about doll number 5, or I need to buy one. I should have bought it yesterday. I didn't realize it was a 12. The price is still quite good. I believe I will join in today. I'm going to acquire additional Arbitron. Without a doubt, I'm grabbing more. Chain connection polka dots are also a huge requirement. Let's be honest, there are cryptos out there that are worth investing in, as time is crucial. These markets are going to explode. We're going to have one of those days where we do 15 to 20%, and we're going to be kicking ourselves for not buying at these incredible opportunities. In 3 months, we will have positive cash flow. There will be green everywhere. Will appear entirely different in 608 months, and these markets will encounter varying price levels by the end of the year. At noon Eastern Time, we are holding an auction. Normal now is the time to pick up in Discord. Several other patients share this memory. This month's special 5 West tiers receive 5 points, which entitle you to 5 times the value of an NFT purchase in return for 2 excellent NFTs. This offer is valid for NFT purchases made starting in January and will continue every month after that. One will be a concoction that you can mix to make your own NFT, the other will be a minimalistic piece that you may look at. As F mentioned, there is genuine anxiety among many XRP investors that the coin won't reach a new all-time high. Many individuals believe that XRP will never see a brand new release. Once again, reaching a record high. Since we are about to witness an all-time high again this cycle, I want to allay your fears. How much higher than $280 can we get? Is the question. In the US, the highest point ever recorded was $280. Perhaps it was $286. You should do some research. Will we break that? Well, it all depends on how high XRP closes at the end of the year. We can break over a 130. And the closer we get to that $2 range, the more likely it is that we'll see the $4 to $7 range for XRP. Keep this chart in mind. We have compiled this chart, which I have demonstrated to you. This is where you can shop. Keith created this chart. Keith has been my partner at work. We've talked about a lot of stuff. We have already discussed the buy zone, so allow me to continue. This is the buy zone, and it's your last chance. If you zoom in, you may hear my girlfriend vacuuming in the background. Be aware that it may drop to 48 cents. The entire way up, gets to about 75 cents, and that's what we want, because if we break through that 75-cent zone, that 75-cent region will become the new foundation for XRP. That's the first stage. After we breach 75, it will become our new support level, at which point we may advance and have a conversation. Franklin Thompson provides excellent reasoning regarding the $130 to $70 range. Franklin Thompson DTCC listed the Ethereum spot ETF as a yes for creates and redemptions. It's insane. What would happen if all U.S. exchanges delisted XRP, including those overseas where security laws are irrelevant and Ripple faced legal action? Ethereum concludes that since they are unable to get the clarification they desire, they will instead file a lawsuit against the SEC. Despite the crucial role that Joe Lubin and the other schmucks faces played, Ethereum has decided to take legal action. People were talking about giving back when there was a lot more instruction available in 2020, and they were aware of cryptocurrencies. Mr. Gary, an ETF doesn't make sense. This is what Gensler claims, not what the actual account says. Magnificent, simply amazing, this metal first. It has the potential to accelerate a 100x increase in new website relationships. Bill Morgan published this. It must be difficult to believe that the XRP legend was centralized within the theory. Dispersed, leading to today's consensus. They received an update on their health and learned about XRP. Not to function as a safeguard. Laura Shin was there. It's a must-listen episode, she says. She was another Ethereum when you were discussing Ripple back in 2018 and why banks aren't going to use it since it's centralized. Yes, Maxi people, the tides have really turned. Hugely, we covered this when the crypto community released it. Since many others will be reading this, let's take a closer look. They won't be able to identify it. I'll dissect everything. We'll work things out. This uncertainty, Master XRP pledge for business owners, securing funds to sell an agreement can be a challenging task. In January, we discovered that Tranglo was late on payments to Ripple and had set aside $100,000 for February 2024. March $100,000, April $150,000, 5 days prior. What will happen after the amendment? In this case, Tranglo is essentially unable to pay. The Peril bill, what do I believe it to be? What will result from this? I believe it's really quite easy, to be honest. Do I believe Ripple will acquire Tranglo in its entirety? I believe that will serve as their hub's gateway, acting as the Eastern equivalent of the MoneyGram for all cross-border transactions. This is the master cell arrangement. I agree that we discussed this. I know that Bank XRP released it not too long ago. We had a thorough discussion and concluded. Take a listen to this video. The CEO, and this is quite important, stated that XRP's trading volume could reach between $30 and $50 trillion. This is the same AR CEO who recently agreed to tokenize BlackRock. Everything that's on Hey, did you see the links here? We've always known about them, but now they're all coming together. This particular piece is significant because it discusses the relationship between Ares and his own Matto. You can hear anything from 30 to 50 trillion XRP. Please see the attachment for my initial forecasts for all trading on ARX. In everything that has ever been available, the market is 1.4 times larger than it is if you start looking at any of those asset classes. They are all starting to move up the chain. When it comes to replacing cash, the ease with which people have shown interest in money market funds, tokenized treasury, and similar instruments, as well as the support for stablecoins, are all noteworthy. When I look at the DTCC Euro Clearstream, for example, you can see that it only takes one of them to become natively digital, which translates to trillions of assets. On its own, that move could potentially result in tens of billions of assets. Considering that 1.4 quadrillion, this is still a very small portion of a very large market. 30 to 50 trillion of it is all on XRP trading on Artex, and in 2 years, $50 trillion of it will all be traded on our checks through liquidity ripples. What are they, in your opinion? They seem to know a lot, in my opinion. They have knowledge that surpasses that of just you and me, and after that, we can move forward. Alright, that's where we are. Do you mean that BlackRock chose H-bars? No, BlackRock uses ARXS, a company recently acquired that utilizes XRP and the XRP ledger. Given what he just said, do you see the big picture of tokenization here? For a quadrillion is a very tiny piece, ranging from 30 to 50 trillion. They are aware of something here. What takes place in the background? We can just piece and clip things together. We do not know everything. The purple dotted line on the chart indicates our recent completion and determination of the overall strategy. We're hoping that XRP will start to move as we approach the book's halfway point, at which point we can observe the blow-off peak when the bull market ends and corrections begin to occur the following year. No one is aware of the price until we start to see money and exit the market. When that time comes, I assure you that XRP usage, utility, and demand will pave the way for our price movement. The first level break is 75 cents. Hold that 75 cents. That is the first thing you should do. If not, we're going to have serious problems. If this happens, you'll need to find your next course of action. Anything exceeding a 130 by the end of the year is ideal. This year is ideal for setting up Q1 of 2025. This is the time when XRP will retest its all-time high and make its first attempt to break the $280 mark. Ideally, we will see prices in the $6 to $10 range continue to rise as Ripple has a lot of development and work going on.